Okay, I'm going to adhere a bat to the wheel, and so what I've done is I've put this little piece of clay here on the wheel. I'm just flattening it out a little bit, and here's my bat. Now a bat is a thing that we use to lift the pot off with, so when we can't lift the pot. You know, we would physically damage the pot trying to lift it without just lifting the bat that it sits on. So, in order to adhere this to the wheel, I'm going to make a grid, like a hatching here. I'm going to hatch this, add a little water, and then we'll try and center it as best we can. And then as we pound it in place, it should create a suction and stick. And we want this to be level. It can be out around a little bit, but it can't be out of level. Okay, so that's actually pretty good right there. Dry this part. I'm using a 3-pound ball of clay, and I'm going to make a bowl that lays out a little bit. So I want to center the clay, same way we did all the other clays. We wet the ball of clay, wet our hands. We want to push the mass of the clay toward the center of the wheel. Relax, pull away. We want to push down on it. Relax, pull away. Squeeze it up. Relax, pull away. People ask me how much pressure you put on here to make it move, and that's the key. You have to make it move. So if it's real soft clay, you don't put as much pressure. If it's harder clay, you put more pressure. You have to make the clay move. Relax, pull away. Okay, so it's pretty centered now. We can start opening up the bowl. Now with a bowl, we want to make sure that we think about throwing the shape. Okay, so we open this up. The other thing with a bowl is we start to square off the bottom of the bowl. We don't want an angle here. We want to make a nice arc in the bowl shape. Okay, so I'm going to start with my claw move, and remember I'm going to throw whatever my hands do, the clay is going to take that shape. Okay, don't throw off the top. It's real important with a bowl that you put pressure on both sides. That's what makes the bowl strong. And it makes it gives it the ability to really lay out. So I want to put pressure on both sides and just pull the bowl out. As it gets a little bigger. We're going to sponge the water out of the bottom here. Let's do a little bit more. A lot of pressure. And we lay out the bowl. So this bowl's been formed all by hand. We haven't used a rib yet. So now we're going to go to the metal rib. And what we want to get out of this is we want to have this arc form right here. The bowl's strength is in this form right here. If we have a corner or an edge, that's where the weakness is. So we want to just kind of just press this into the bowl, kind of create a nice arc. That gets transferred, and if it's thrown right, the inside shape should match the outside shape. And we'll lay this bowl out even a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to use the web of my fingers to lay out the bowl and take the sharp edges off the edge of the bowl. And then I'm going to fingernail some designs into this bowl. Okay, so we'll cut this a little bit, and you can see that with a bowl that's laid out as much as this is, it would be very difficult to lift this off the wheel. So we have it on a bat. We can just take the bat off. So tilt the bat to one side, and the bat comes off, and then once this sets up, we can cut it off and trim it. Okay.